Why didn't we vlog today? Tell them.
You were tired.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, what do we do?
Well, we got on a train from Como to Florence. And then we basically just walked around. We went to a museum. And then we had really good Florentine steak.
Yeah.
And then there was a moment when we listened to apa namanya sayang?
Street performer.
Yeah, street performer. And it was just
There's a lot of
cute
street
romantic moment. And then Jesse was like, "Are you sure you don't want to vlog?" And I was just like, I kind of just want this moment
That's true.
to be ours. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes I struggle with making content because it's like there's a little bit of a trade-off between shooting the content versus being there fully present in the moment.
Yeah.
I feel that way all the time.
Seeing the world from your eyeballs versus the screen.
Babe, I don't think you're very stable.
Yeah.
I think I'm bad. No. Aduh, lihat
so
tuh
much
tangannya. Ganggu deh. Okay, time for bahasa test. Because Jesse's so much better, you guys. Okay, sekarang kita kemana sayang?
Ke gelato.
Okay, tadi bukannya kita udah makan gelato ya?
Apa?
Kita udah makan gelato kan tadi?
Udah.
Tapi
Enak.
Tapi kamu masih
Harus satu lagi. Makan
harus
lagi.
satu lagi, makan lagi. Itu kan udah bagus kan dia?
Di mana? Oh, there.
Wow.
What's the better?
Whoa, that's basically like a dessert.
Cheesecake.
Ini sayang look. I think you should get the passion fruit.
Yeah? Yum. Thanks, baby.
Give it a try. No, you first.
Whoa. Really nice.
Since we did such a poor job vlogging, we should do a Maudy's Thoughts featuring Jesse.
What is Maudy's Thoughts featuring Jesse?
You don't know my program, Maudy's Thoughts?
I do, but isn't that it's like a whole separate program. It's not vlog.
No, it's not. It's not a program, but it's more like let's just chat. Whoa, look at this. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Oh, even on camera, it looks so romantic.
Is it?
Yeah, doesn't that look really nice?
That looks nice.
We're back at the hotel. So, since we didn't do a lot of vlogging today, I figured we could just have a chat. Or just hang out
Yeah.
with you guys.
When's the last time you've been to Italy?
Well, a while back, like 4 or 5 years ago. I really like Florence though. It's just, again, as I said, such a romantic city. I'm such a romantic. This is how I know I'm a romantic. I like the idea of like running around in the rain. I like the idea of like sitting there listening to street performers singing, and like you're with your husband and you're holding hands. I like the idea of walking around in the sunset. Do you know what I mean? Why are you doing that?
Yeah, that's cute.
That's not a very romantic thing to do.
Florence is a romantic city. It's nice. City of love. Which city is that? Paris?
Did you go to a lot of museums growing up?
Yeah. My parents made me go to all these museums.
And there's a lot of those, right, in the US?
Yeah.
What was unique about how you grew up that you don't think I experienced as much?
I don't think you experienced.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I know. You talked a lot about like going to the library, like the public library.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And how you used to like take out books
You get like
every week.
you can take out like 5 books at a time or whatever.
And you actually
You read
volunteered there.
Yeah. And I like, what is it? Shelved the books alphabetical order.
Yeah.
I had to learn the Dewey Decimal System
Yeah.
or whatever, the way to code books. I forget what exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. When you told me about that, I was like, oh my god, I wish.
Yeah, you would love that. I didn't like it.
I would. You didn't like it?
Not really. I mean, growing up, that wasn't really my scene. Like libraries and stuff, I was like, that's not my scene.
Babe, do you know that I've developed somewhat of a reputation of like
For being a nerd.
for being a nerd and for like loving exams and loving study, which is not like
Is it true or not?
it's not 100% accurate. I do enjoy some elements of studying.
So
I don't
fast.
like it, like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, but I can find joy. I do find joy and pleasure in like burying myself in books and preparing for something.
That's weird.
But okay, so this can be interesting. Like maybe you guys are curious. Does Jesse feel the same way? Do you?
Well, studying now.
Growing up, you never liked studying?
Never liked it.
No. Are you
never liked
joking?
it. I liked
I feel
doing
a little
well.
betrayed.
I liked doing well. So I would study because it was like a form of competition.
With yourself?
Yeah, with myself. Yeah.
What's super interesting, what I also want to talk about a little bit, is like your experience at the Stanford summer school.
Oh.
Because you know, like Jesse told me that you told me that in junior high school you like did well at school, but you were kind of like, meh, like whatever, like you weren't as serious about academics. And then like one summer, your parents sent you to Stanford, and what happened?
So the whole story with the Stanford thing, it's like a 10-week or whatever summer program. I had to like apply. It was very competitive to get. I had to like get recommendations from my teachers and stuff. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
For a summer program?
Yeah, for a summer program.
Wait,
I
how
had to get
old
like
were you?
3. It wasn't just like 1. I had to get like 3.
Whoa. Okay.
I had to write an essay. And then anyway, so I went. The topic was, there were like a few different class topics, whatever. And mine was Math Olympiad, actually.
Really? You never told me this one.
Math Olympiad. So I don't know if they have it in Indo.
They do.
but- They do? Math Olympiad? Like math
Oh.
competitions?
Yeah, of course.
Like outside. Oh, interesting.
Of course.
So I did that. And then there were like what, maybe 8 to 10 students in that class just for Math Olympiad. And those kids were hella smart. And then one of the kids, SATs were a thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
SATs, so like people start studying for SATs probably like somewhere in high school. And you take it, like junior year, right? So 3rd year. And it's very important that you do well because it's very important for college applications, blah, blah. And then this kid who was a year younger than me, so he was in 7th grade or 8th grade, had already gotten a 2400 on the SAT, which is the max score.
Whoa, that's
And I was
crazy.
like, what do you mean? You got, like, as practice? Like, you got that one time during your practice test? No, I took the thing, like, as an 8th grader or whatever, got 2400. And I was
That's crazy.
and I remember asking, because the test is only valid for 5 years.
Yeah.
And he would apply to college more than 5 years later.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, why'd you even do that? What's the point?
Yeah.
What's the point? It's gonna expire within 5 years. And he's like, oh, it's fine. Like, I'll just take it again, like next year, and I'll get 2400 again. You know? I don't really remember. I just remember being like, damn, I'm usually the smartest kid in the room or whatever, right? Top whatever. And now I'm like the dumbest kid. Like straight up, I'm the dumbest kid. And like struggled my whole way, basically.
And that motivated you?
And
The
I had
fact
to like
that you
ask
were
for
the
help
dumbest.
from everyone. Yeah, but it didn't motivate me in terms of like, because at that point I was very resigned. I was like, I'm the dumbest kid. Like there are a lot of smart kids out there in the world, right? I'm the dumbest kid. Like that. It wasn't like, why am I the dumbest kid? It wasn't like that.
Yeah.
But it motivated me, and I think it motivated me in terms of like, damn, there's some really smart people out there. I'm like nowhere close to how these kids could be. And wow, I could be like that too. Like that. Since then, after I came back from that program, I was like a changed job in terms of like caring about school and whatever. And I did quite well in high school, right?
That's really, really crazy. It's so powerful who and what you're exposed to. That was kind of like an inflection point, you would say, right?
I think so.
It's crazy.
I think so.
A similar thing happened to me when I wanted to move to my school in 2nd grade. Did I tell you about this? So my mom took me to this school, and I did a 1-day trial in the school. And then in that day, I felt like the dumbest kid ever because I couldn't speak English, and everybody else was just so outspoken, so confident. Everyone understood the teacher. I didn't understand anything. I felt like I would be so behind. And even the principal told my mom that like I might not make it out of a grade. Just in case because of my language capabilities. And so on the way home, my mom asked me, like she made it my decision. She was like, so do you want to go to this new school or what, right? I had a terrible time. Not a terrible time, but I was by far the worst student that day. And like my mom told me that I didn't even want to step foot in the other school anymore. Like once I've seen what the world could be, which is that I'm the dumbest person in the room too. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Same.
It just kind of, that story reminded me of that moment in my life where given the choice of two options to be, comfortable, accepted, smartest person in the room versus uncomfortable, dumbest person in the room, lots of struggle and work, I, for some reason, that little 8, 9-year-old picked the latter. Kind of funny, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Cute. I find myself feeling a little guilty for creating this notion that in order to excel or to get into your favorite schools or whatever it is, you need to love studying, which really isn't the case for a lot of people.
You just have to be good at it. Loving helps.
Loving helps, and but I also get that that's not the case for a lot of people, and that wasn't the case for you.
No.
So I really think that this was kind of just an interesting conversation where, you got into the same school that I did, and we did really well in high school, and we got into our dream schools maybe, but it really was, it came from a different place. And for Jesse, it really was competing with himself. It's not from the intrinsic love of studying, that doesn't have to be the case. And it's okay to want to study, for that to be just instrumentally valuable for you to get to the places you want to go to. That's also fine. Obviously, if you could also, sprinkle a little bit of love. I'm still, I can't help. I'm all about loving the journey too. But anyway,
yeah.
I just thought that was an interesting thing. Okay, time to go to bed now.
Bye.
Bye.